Lyney, and then ride.
Inazuma Shine Sitenal. Pisu!
Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm gonna go crazy. Hello my gorgeous people, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Will, and first half of the version 5.2, Lyney, together with Chaska, are getting their banners. This is gonna be Lyney's second rerun. Now, my Lyney, I really like my Lyney. I have him triple crowned, I have his C1, I have a 4-piece Mirror Chassis Hunters on him, and I'm running the Cyan of Blazing Sun on him. And as you can see, he has a bit more crit rate than what you would normally see on a normal Lyney build. Now this is for the main reason that Lyney and the Mirror Chassis Hunters don't have very well good synergy on their own. Lyney depletes his own HP very slowly. Usually it's gonna take you 2 charge shots with a Benny Burst Up to get the 36% crit rate buff. So this 68% crit rate which I have on him is usually around what you wanna have. You usually wanna have just a tiny bit more, maybe even 70-75 is gonna be a normal medium where you do want to stay with his crit rate, so that you can crit consistently even without the actual Mirror Chassis buff being up. And for that main reason, if you want to be using Lyney the normal way, the artifact set which I would recommend even more than the Mirror Chassis Hunters on him is the Lava Walkers. Lava Walkers increases damage against opponents affected by pyro by 35%, meaning in a normal mono pyro team it's your better option than Mirror Chassis Hunters. It has 100% uptime unlike Mirror Chassis Hunters, and you can reliably rely on critting as long as you have a good crit ratio. So Mirror Chassis Hunters is not something I would very much recommend on Lyney unless you wanna run more crit rate on him, which at that point I just don't see it. Then why? I would much rather someone use the Lava Walkers on Lyney than the Mirror Chassis Hunters. But today I'm gonna be going against my word. I'm gonna be using a Mirror Chassis Hunters Lyney, but not in the way which most people would think. I have 4 teams prepared with Lyney, 4 unconventional Lyney teams, to say a better way, to showcase that you don't actually need to run Lyney in a monopyro team together with the same old boring Kazuha, Zhongli Benny, Kazuha, Benny, Xiangling, the Hiya, Kazuha, Benny. You're very boring Lyney teams. I have 4 teams here, being a Vaporise team, a Burn-Burgeon team, a Overloaded team, and a very scuffed Melt team, which I will be showcasing today. Starting off with the Vaporise team. And in this team, the Mirror Chassis Hunters does actually make sense because Furina depletes your HP very fast to where you can keep up with the Mirror Chassis Hunters with 100% uptime. And just because of that, I'm gonna be giving him a 2-piece EM, 2-piece Mirror Chassis Hunters, because it's a Vaporise team and I don't have Mirror Chassis Hunters pieces with a good amount of EM. So I'm gonna be running 2-piece Wanderer Troop, 2-piece Mirror Chassis Hunters, and his stats are gonna be, I need to change his goblet. His stats are gonna be 78 over 184, 120 bar recharge, and almost 200 EM with just above 2000 attack. Now, unlike in a regular Furina Lyney combo team, where Furina is the one doing the vaporizing, in which cases you do actually want to build some EM on Furina, in this team is gonna be Lyney doing the vaporizing. So you will want to start off with the Benny E, Kazuha E, Furina E, Q,
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Q, Benny Q, and then Lyney burst. He did not crit. This is gonna be a fun night, I can tell that. Okay, attempt number 2. Kazuha Q, Benny Q, E, Lyney. Oh, 100k? I've seen much higher from him in this team comp. What happened? Okay, I'm giving it one more try, and if it doesn't work this time, I'm giving up and yeah, showing you guys that just trust me on that this team does actually work. I've used this. This is the main Lyney team I've been actually using. Besides the Overloaded, those two teams, the Overloaded and this team, I would actually recommend for a lot of you guys. Even sometimes over the actual Monopyro teams, just because I feel like they're a lot more fun. Q, Benny, Q, I messed up. Benny, E, Kazuha, E, Furina,
J'ai proclamé seulement.
Kazuha, Q, Benny, Q, Lyney, Q. He did not. Oh. He avoided the damage. Fuck this, man. No! Oh, I almost died. Now, for those who haven't figured it out, this is more of a free speech video, like the last one. This is not scripted. I'm talking in real time as I'm commentating over. So I hope you guys do actually enjoy it. I usually do like scripted videos, like I have a whole script prepared to the video, which I just voice over then. But I felt like doing this. Oh, and this is the Lyney guide. I'm not gonna be doing a Lyney guide because Lyney is a very boring character and I don't think he needs a guide. He's a very simple charge shot DPS, which you most of the time wanna be running in a Monopyro team. So this is the video for the week. This is my Lyney quote-unquote guide. It's showing you how to use Lyney in different teams than just the Monopyro team, showing out that Lyney is actually capable of being in different teams than just the Monopyro team. I'm just having fun. And I'm most likely actually gonna be stepping away from guides. They're just not fun for me to make, and I wanna do some fun videos. I do have some other fun videos prepared already, which I'm working on them. I have actually put out a poll, if you haven't seen it, which you most likely haven't. Only 3 people have voted on it, and 2 of them are my in real life friends, so thank you to that one random person who has voted on it. But make sure to check it out. I have a Super Shatterbloom Kave team on that, or a oh god, what was his name? Supercharged Wonder Carry. They are mainly focused around the new elemental reaction buffs coming in 5.2, so make sure to vote on whichever sounds more fun, and I will be making a video around that. So, but let's do Benny E, Kazuha E, Furina,
Je veux m'en venger.
Kazuha Q, Benny Q, and Lyney.
Do you like jelly beans?
Yes, there we go. 123k. It paid off. Okay, 123k from Lyney, which I've not actually seen that much damage from him when in any Monopyro team. That's enough yapping for this team. Let's move on to the second team. Which the second team is a Mel team using Miss Charlotte. And just try to ignore that my Charlotte is still on level 68. Right, I'm just gonna tell you right now, this isn't a very functional team. It's a fun team if you wanna mess around with some melt shenanigans with Lyney. But would I recommend actually using this team? Absolutely not. please use the Vaporise team, a mono pyro team, or an overloaded team. It's basically about the same as like that C6 Arlecchino team, where you wanna be applying the enemies with cryo very fast so that Arlecchino can melt. That's the same thought behind this team, just instead of a C6 Arlecchino melting, it's gonna be a Lyney with about 200 EM only, which means you shouldn't expect very much damage from it. You're gonna be starting off with Benny again, Kazuha, Charlotte, Kazuha burst, going into Benny, and then now the enemy is applied, and there we go, 70k from Lyney. And then, as you can see, the next thing you do with Lyney, he's 100% gonna be applied with pyro, because Charlotte, I almost called her Layla, Charlotte doesn't have a life from now on. Charlotte doesn't have very much cryo application, neither with together with Kazuha, so yeah, this is just something for fun nuke damage if you have a lot of EM somehow, for some reason, on Lyney. Otherwise, it's a team for sure. That it's for sure a team in this game called Genshin Impact. Moving on to the next team. Now here we are at team number 3, and as stupid as this team might seem and might sound as I'm about to say it, it has actually a very much potential, and it is for sure the team that I enjoy the most playing. And for this team you do actually want to be running a 4-piece Mirage as a hunter, so I will switch back to my MH pieces. And then also this pyro damage bonus goblet, and it is a Burn-Burgeon Lyney team. The basic idea is that the Burgeon damage is mostly gonna come from the EM provided by Miss Nahida over here. You're also gonna be wanting to run Nahida on the prototype Amber so that you have a bit more healing together with Jean. And you, for this team, just like notice, you do actually want a lot of ER on Jean in this team, because in one rotation you sometimes will even need to burst 2 times. And I would suggest even running 2 Favonius swords on this team, both Jean and Furina, so that Jean can catch the most amount of particles so that she can burst as fast as the immediate second she has her burst up. But now to show off what this team is actually about, it is a team where by having a very highly invested Furina in, will very much affect how good the team is, because there's gonna be a lot of burning going on, and Furina will be able to vaporize, and also both Furina and Lyney are gonna be carrying the whole team's damage, and the burning and Burgeon are there as pluses. But I can tell you right now, it is a very fun team, and it allows Lyney to bring out more of his AoE capabilities. He already has a lot of AoE with his burst and his skill on in his kit. Now with the sometimes exploding Burgeons, he will have even more capability to be an okay DPS in AoE situations. So if you're interested in this team, I highly recommend it. I found it very fun to play before, when I was testing before actually recording this video. Well, I guess OBS is trying to play games on me, because this is the 3rd time me recording the actual Burn-Burgeon team. So I will just voice over it.
Bisou!
Basically, your basic rotation is gonna be Furina EQ, Jean EQ, Nahida EQ, Lyney burst. As you can see, there was already a 32k damage. Then you're gonna do a charge attack, skill, and restart rotation. It is for sure not a 1 rotation clear. It's a very fast rotation, but it cannot 1 clear. It's not the strongest team ever. It is fun, it is still clearable with it, but it is not your most meta team ever. And also one more quick note, make sure to look out for your Lyney's HP, because if you go too low, you are not gonna get much damage out of him. So that is the actual reason why you wanna have a lot of ER on your Gene, so that you can burst as much as possible. Now moving on to the last team of the video. Now as for the fourth and last team, it's the already aforementioned overloaded team, which relies on a very simple core between Raiden and Lyney. Raiden with her skill is gonna be able to trigger overloaded quite often, and this is double DPS team because both Lyney and Raiden are very quick swappy, burst damagey DPSs, so they're very front loaded. And I would actually very much recommend this team for if you have these two characters in your Imaginarium Theater. These two characters in most Imaginarium Theaters, if the elements allow it, work really well together. With Chevrus, of course, and then another support which does not have to be Benny, it can be Shangling, some other character as well. Now what your actual rotation is gonna be: Raiden E into Chevrus Burst, Chevrus E, Benny Burst, Lyney Burst, charged, burst, and he teleported and did not get hit by Raiden's burst. Fun. And then Raiden.
Inazuma Shine Sitenal.
She did not crit. Field generator.
You shave your pussy.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go crazy. And burst.
Fuck you in Chinese.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna go crazy. And if I
back rolls.
Now. If someone has C2 Raiden, this team is for sure worth a try. Lyney and Raiden have very good synergy together in a Chevrus overloaded team, and my Chevrus isn't even running a circlet. So yeah, for anyone wondering, yes, this team does actually work. This video is basically just to show up that even if you don't want to run a mono pyro team, you can still play Lyney to very good, with very good results, because there's just so many teams which work with him. He might not seem like the most flexible unit, he is. All of these teams besides the melt team can actually clear Abyss. Now I will not show off because the consecrated beasts are absolutely annoying, but I have cleared with this team, with all of these teams actually, in the Abyss. So on some rotation which more favors, I guess, overloaded, vaporized version, on that these teams will for sure work very well. They're very good teams. I hope you really enjoyed the video. If you did, press the like button, and if you're already down there, press the sub button and the little bell icon next to it so you never miss a video from me. This was Will speaking. Goodbye, my gorgeous people. See you in the next one.